जब ममता कहाँ थी? दूसरी बात, इलेक्शन नहीं लड़े, यहाँ बीजेपी 18 एमपी जीत गए, कैसे जीती? क्या आप सौदा कर लिए थे?
Owaisi's entry is a big headache for Mamata, who is already under pressure after losing prominent party leaders to the BJP ahead of the assembly elections.
The Bengal Imam Association has come out openly slamming Asaduddin Owaisi's overtures, saying that Owaisi is not a Bengali politician, somebody who does not know the pulse of Bengal and has only jumped into the bandwagon right ahead of the elections. They have also accused him of hardline politics, saying that it's only going to benefit the BJP and hardline Hindutva forces, and thereby accusing him of playing into the hands of the BJP. With camera person Tapus Baidi, Indrajit for India Today in Kolkata.
All right, so let's pose those big questions for this debate. Will Owaisi dent Mamta's Muslim vote bank? And Owaisi a contender or a spoiler? Because he played the spoiler very clearly just about 2 months back where Bihar was concerned. Pretty much cost Tejashwi Yadav his chief ministership. And eventually, who gains from Owaisi's entry? Let's cut across to our panelists. Sudhanshu Trivedi from the Bharatiya Janata Party, MP, is with us. I also have Vivek Gupta from the TMC. I have Rahul Srivastav, our National Affairs Editor, and I also have Atikur Rahman, who's joining us in the capacity of a political analyst. Dr. Trivedi, let's just begin with you, and I'll pose our last question to you. Who do you think benefits, sir, if the AIM fights these elections in West Bengal?
You know, these days, everybody has to use a mask because of COVID. But there is another mask, which has been thoroughly exposed after this. When you are saying that Asaduddin Owaisi is going to cut the vote, which type of vote? Developmental vote, unemployment vote, farmers vote, COVID vote, which you allege the BJP, that you try to create Hindu, Muslim and others and divert from the development. So Asaduddin Owaisi development ka vote kaat rahe na. And now the counter for Owaisi is coming from Imam Council. Imam is representing the youth, is representing the scheduled caste, he is representing the downtrodden, he represents the industrial development, he represents the employment. What does he represent? Or he is a voice of pious secularism in India.
Dr. Trivedi, we seem to have lost...
It is a fierce competition for the Muslim vote. Let me complete my one sentence. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. We can hear you now. Yes, doctor. We can hear you, doctor.
Yes. So, what happened? There is a fierce competition for Muslim votes going on. Like, these days are the winter. और आप देखती होंगी बहुत जगह पे लोग कहते हैं साहब ये असली च्यवनप्राश मेरा है, इसके अंदर ये जड़ी बूटी पड़ी, दूसरा कहता नहीं जी इससे ज्यादा असली मेरा है. ये तो 40 साल से चल रहा है. I remember 1980 when Indira Gandhi issued a fatwa from Imam Bukhari of Delhi. पहला इंक्लूजन था. Then VP Singh has to snap from it. उन्होंने फतवा जारी कराया. Then मुलायम सिंह गोली चलवा दी, लालू ने गिरफ्तार करवा लिया. I would like to ask, ममता जी ने भी तो खींचा था ना मुस्लिम वोट. लेफ्ट ने खींचा कांग्रेस से, ममता जी ने खींचा इनसे. तो ये तो भाई ये है, इट इज एंटी मोनोपोली रिस्ट्रिक्टिव ट्रेड प्रैक्टिसेस. अब जिसकी मोनोपोली हो जाता है कहता जी मेरे पास रहने दो. तो ममता जी एक जमाना था ये कांग्रेस के साथ थे, जो आज तुम्हारा है वो कल किसी और का था, आज तुम्हारा है कल किसी और का भी हो सकता है. तो ये मुस्लिम वोट बैंक की जो च्यवनप्राश वाली पॉलिटिक्स चल रही है, मेरा प्रोडक्ट ज्यादा असली, ये उसका है, जवाबी कव्वाली है सबके बीच में. और इमाम ने भी उसी में.
Dr. Trivedi, before I bring in our TMC spokesperson, the question is BJP का कितना है? Because if you take the example of what happened in Bihar, now tell me and correct me if I'm wrong, sir, if AIMM wasn't there, if Mr. Owaisi wasn't there with his party, would Tejashwi Yadav not be the chief minister today?
Then in that case, if LJP would have been our side, तो डाटा ही बता रहा है, we would have got 2/3 majority. तो राजनीति में तो 2 और 2 का जोड़ हमेशा 4 नहीं होता. And we got 18 seats in Lok Sabha. Was Owaisi there?
So, all right, okay, fair point. I want to bring in the TMC spokesperson as well, Mr. Vivek Gupta right now. Mr. Vivek Gupta, how worried is the TMC? Because till now, your biggest worry was the fact that the Hindu vote is consolidating behind the BJP. Now you have to actually look at a vote bank which you have been banking on till now.
I would like to begin by saying something. I don't want to comment on how BJP or OWCG look at the Muslim population of Bengal. I can only comment on how TMC and Mamata Banerjee looks at them. They look at them as the part and parcel of a Bengal which is occupied by 11 crore people. And that is how we work for them. And we do not differentiate into them when we do developmental programs. Like the government of West Bengal, whenever it does any developmental programs, it does not differentiate between Hindus and Muslims or caste or creed or culture or any kind of. Similarly, when we approach them, we might have sittings with them separately. We might hear their grievances separately, but we do not treat them as just only vote bank. They are our partners in progress. They are our family. They are there for us. So you have to understand our approach is slightly different than the other political parties. These are just not vote bank. And we are sure that we are talking to people after 10 years of hard work. Mamata Banerjee has worked 10 years tirelessly for the people of Bengal, and the issue of growth and development people remember, especially those who have been in Bengal for more than 10 years. I cannot comment on people who come just 2-3 months before elections and start expecting that the people of Bengal will vote for them. I can't comment on them. It's not fair on my part. But the people who've been in Bengal for many years, they would know that prior to 2011, what was the growth and development they had, and from 2011 to 2021, what is the growth and development they had. And it's a no-brainer. They will know that their lives are much better.
Okay.
And that is the ground on which we are asking for their votes. And we hope to receive them also.
But, Mr. Gupta, before I cut across to our other panelists and open the debate, I want to ask you one very quick question. So you do at least accept that this vote bank for you is crucial, just by the virtue of the fact that it is your Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee as well who's held the Minority Affairs portfolio?
Every vote in this election is crucial. And in every election, we have seen by one vote, people have, CP Joshi ji, I'm taking his name. And by one vote, he could not become Chief Minister.
Fair enough, Mr. Gupta. And the likes of Abbas Siddiqui, who has a stronghold in South Bengal, especially in areas where the BJP is weaker right now, be it South Chobis Paraganas, be it Hooghly. And the fact that he sided with Owaisi is of no concern to the TMC.
Mr. Siddiqui has also made a statement that he will decide whether he will fight elections or not, how much he will fight. I think I'll leave it best to Mr. Owaisi and Mr. Siddiqui's best.
Sir, Mr. Siddiqui has been holding sabhas every week in Hooghly, criticizing the TMC and the Chief Minister of West Bengal.
This is a democracy. People might like Didi, people might not like Didi. They have a platform. They can go to that platform, convey anything. What I would like to say is, anyone can participate in an election. There is no bar. The Election Commission guidelines provide people to participate in an election, and we want more participation. Ultimately, the winning is TMC.
So, and even if they are outsiders, because that's what the TMC has been saying. Let me just open out the debate and I'll go back to Dr. Trivedi.
I would like to clarify this word outsider, ma'am. Please permit me just 10 seconds.
Right.
Outsider refers to the people who are coming to the Bengal only with the sole objective of disrupting the peace and harmony of Bengal.
Sir, how did you go to Manipur and Tripura? Did you go as outsiders when you fought elections in Manipur or Tripura?
Ma'am, let me finish. India is a democratic country. Every citizen of India is free to go business in any part of the country, including Bengal. Just like a Bengali can go to Delhi, a Delhiite can come here. No problem. When we say Bahari, we mean the same Bahari that we use for Pakistani infiltration terrorists who come to India with the sole objective of disrupting the peace and harmony of India. Similarly, when we call Bahari, we call people who are coming to Bengal only during this election to disturb the peace and harmony out here. Otherwise, anyone from any part of India,
in a democracy, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you.
Citizen of India is welcome to come here, set up shop, do work, live here.
But sir,
more than welcome.
Right, sir. But exactly, that's the beauty of democracy. Like the TMC,
in the Constitution.
Right, sir. That is the beauty of democracy. You said it very rightly. Like the TMC went to Manipur, went to Tripura to fight an election. The AIMIM is coming to West Bengal to fight an election. But I'll come back to you, sir. I'll come back to you. I just want to open up the panel and I want to go to Rahul Srivastava, National Affairs Editor. Rahul Srivastava, if you currently estimate even a 5% shift in the Muslim vote base for Mamata Banerjee could spell trouble, am I correct?
Yes, Preeti, you see, the West Bengal politics is, I think, on the verge of a very interesting political election. In Bengal, if you notice, there is a 20-year phase which lasts. And in that, if you see, there was a CPM at one time, then came the CPM, the Congress and the TMC and the TMC. Bengal, the right wing is making inroads, as visible from the last election 2019, when even in Muslim dominated areas around Bangladesh border, the BJP won 8 of the seats. And the BJP vote share jumped to nearly 40%. Mamata Banerjee was 42.3%. The minority vote is extremely critical, but still there is something which we saw in Bihar. I think the minority vote is also undergoing a change with a strident BJP entering the political fray, with usual political forces like RJD and others in Bihar not perhaps addressing the concerns and aspirations of the minority votes. If we talk about Bihar, actually, out of the 20 seats, the RJD won 8 of them, where the Owaisi had contested. So it's not very easy to say that the Mahagathbandhan vote went down because of Owaisi. Similarly, in Bengal, I think Owaisi is making a calculated bid to expand his support. The eventual outcome could be a division of vote as far as the anti-BJP vote is concerned, which already is threatened by the fact that the Congress and left are fighting together, and that's where lies the BJP's aspiration and hope that this multiple division and chipping away of the core vote bank of Mamata Banerjee, especially the anti-BJP minority vote bank, will be problematic for the anti-BJP forces.
Well, how problematic? That's the big question. Atikur Rahman, will it be similar with what happened, let's say, in Bihar, or will things be different in Bengal? Because the minority is largely Bengali speaking. Will there be a factor here where they see an Owaisi or an AIMIM as an outsider, especially, playing the spoiler because they've seen him do that to a limit in Bihar?
Preeti, if we all are on one page as far as elections are concerned, and elections to be that celebration of democracy, then there is no reason why Owaisi should not come and fight. At least we are on one page on that. Now, as far as the division of votes are concerned, Preeti, the simple fact, as Mr. Gupta also pointed out, if Mamata Didi have, nurtured development, the people will be returning in the same coin. And if Owaisi ji is, having some communal agenda, or as Mr. Gupta points out, coming to disturb the areas, then the people will be returning him in the same coin. Herein, what is the minorities are expecting out of all political parties, be it BJP, Mamata or Owaisi is, that where is the space for the minorities? Herein, the major political party, the BJP, a national party, a ruling regime at the center, they are nurturing communal politics at the center. And they are not expecting the regional parties to ask for votes in the same, communal thing. If Mr. Owaisi has, unfortunately, a communal face who has contributed to this communal politics in India, all political parties. Okay. All political parties. Yes.
All right. Okay. I want to go back.
So what is the worry all about?
I'll take that question to Dr. Trivedi. Dr. Trivedi, the whole charade earlier seems to be getting clearer, is what our political analyst is also saying, or meaning that AIMIM is team B of the BJP, will only aid you to keep the communal fires burning on different sides of the spectrum.
That's why we fought in the den of AIMIM, that is Hyderabad. Now, I would like to respond. Why they are fearing? Because, as Atikur Rahman ji was saying, Asaduddin Owaisi is not propagating. He is an offshoot of the communal politics. Like 100 years back, how Jinnah came out. What happened when Jinnah said, I will not say Mahatma Gandhi as Mahatma because it is a Hindu Upadhi. In every movie you have seen that Jinnah was saying Mr. Mohandas Gandhi, not Mahatma Gandhi. Congress conceded. Then he said, I want separate electorate for Muslims. Congress conceded. Then he further emboldened. He said, I will not say Vande Mataram.